Well, hi, Earth signs. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a million years. I know. I started to travel, started to head to Florida, and I was just too sick to go. So I stopped. Not a good time to be traveling while you're sick. Don't want to get other people sick. And so I stopped. So here I am in Connecticut, heading back to Maine with Miss Rosie Posy Pants, who spent 2 nights at the Happy Cat Hotel, which we dearly love here in Windsor. So, it is what it is, and this year just wasn't meant to be. So, moving on. All right, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You were big time in both the air and the fire readings. If this doesn't resonate for you, check that out. I knew this was coming. 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign. All right, 9 of Swords. Wow, what is going on here? Knight of Pentacles, going against your better judgment. Right? You're not listening to yourself. Not listening to yourself. Opportunities, 6 of Cups. Death. This is what the universe wants you to know, that you're in some kind of transition here. In some kind of transition. All right. You've been looking at a relationship that is a third party. You're not paying attention. There's somebody else trying to come in. Gemini energy trying to come in. Paying too much attention to your past, your family, the practicality of whether this works or it doesn't work. Okay? 9 of Wands, Judgment, 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So this Gemini air sign here really feels to me like it could be this Queen of Wands here. This person is very creative, very talented. You might have just gone through some kind of rough financial sled here. All right. The reason that happened is because of this 9 of Swords. All right. It's almost like you just la, 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 la. You don't want to hear about it. You don't want to know. If this person is a spiritual relationship, they very well might be. That too is like la, la, la. You're only paying attention to the practical, right? Recent past, 10 of Pentacles. And it's also this Knight of Pentacles is looking back to that. The Death card is looking forward. So this transformation, yes, the 2 cards of the past life soulmate coming back in. Someone coming back into your life. There was definitely a cheating scenario before. Boy, this is a loud storyline today. You could have been cheated on by somebody. Could have been a Queen of Wands. You could have cheated on a Queen of Wands. But I don't think so. I feel like they might have left you out in the cold. At one point, they might have broken things off with you. And now they're back in your life. You've got to make a decision. I feel like they were somebody in your life. This is a person who you thought you were going to marry. All right. And so for a while there, 9 of Wands, you've been sitting there. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, Judgment. Dun, 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 dun. This person shows up. I see Scorpio, I see Gemini. Could have some water sign. There's also Leo here. So this person did leave you out in the cold, but there's a new day beginning here. I feel like this death card here, looking to the future, is saying to you, it's time you really looked at that past. It's time you really looked at the situation for what it was. And hopes and fears, the fears where this person was really lying to you. Okay, and you didn't want to hear it. But I feel like there's going to be some really good communication coming out of this. A new chance to talk, 4th month, April. You're going to get another bite at the apple here. Another choice needs to be made. And it's a transformational choice in your life. It's a moment of pivot. You know what I mean? Like, let's see here. A moment of pivot. 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Hermit energy, Queen of Swords. You're making a decision here. Okay, you see this? So 2 of Pentacles. You got 2 choices. You got one, yeah, right? Choices between 2 things. Always. It could be among 3 things, but it's usually between 2 things. So there's something here that you're really coveting, that you really want to be true. That 90-day fiance thing I was talking about with Callie. The poor guy, there was this one guy who was so wanting to have it be real. You know, he's going over to Russia to see this woman who he's talked to online. And he's like, this has got to be the one, you know, and it's like, oh my God, you're putting so much pressure on the situation. And I do feel like this is time you need to back off of that a little bit and really look at what you need and what you want. I feel like you don't want to mess this up again. You don't want to make the same mistake twice, but you also don't want to mess this up. Okay, so I do feel like there might be travel involved here. This is coming out of the blue, this crossroads. Coming out of the blue. And making a very difficult choice for you. And why is this choice so difficult? I have a feeling it's because it's about hope. It's about hope. Yeah. Yeah. It's about hope and feelings. King of Cups and Queen of Cups. You want this to be perfect. Libra, justice, balanced. Magician. You want to make it happen. Wheel. Wow. It could be. It could be, but it's also like you're a little bit paralyzed by indecision at this moment. Because there's so much, I feel like there's a lot of love for this person. And when you see when you see the person and you're interacting with the person, there's just this beautiful energy. I feel like you're not listening to some kind of practical thing. You're not letting it in. Some kind of practical information. Like they don't have a job, or that, you know what I mean? Like some kind of thing that might be like something like that. Okay. 4th month in April. So this could be coming at you pretty quickly. The Judgment card, boom, immediate future. This challenge to you, this decision will be placed in your lap. Plop. There you go. Are you ready? But just know that this is going to be a pivot, a big pivot in your life. And you're going to have to take some pains to really look at your inner self, even if you're like, nope, this is the right person for me. See, I told you, this is the crossroads she was talking about. Boom, choosing. If you don't spend time doing this stuff, Hermit and the Queen of Swords, looking deeply in yourself, what is it that you want, then you're never going to get rid of this feeling of like, I don't know, like doubting yourself. You got to get over the doubting of yourself. That is the big win here. I mean, getting into this relationship with this person, awesome. But the big win here is that you end up trusting yourself. If you follow this, if you do this, if you look at yourself, if you spend time, if you spend time. Okay. All right, my darlings. Link is below if you want to keep going with me. And I will continue on with this reading. This is Earth sign, March 3rd. I'll see you over there.